All right, let's start. I'm going to share my screen now. All right, so the first thing I need to remind you guys of is to go to your BPC system, and then in the left side menu, there is BPC system training. If you go there, there is a lot of training videos that you can find. Great, let's start. I'm going to share my screen now. All right, so the first thing I need to
I'm sorry,
remind
it's
you
repeating
guys
my
of
voice on YouTube.
to go to your BPC system, and then in the left side menu there is BPC system training. If you go there, there is a lot.
All right, so next thing is I'm sorry. All right, so there are a lot of videos that you can get help from. So the first thing is setting up your CRM, learning your CRM basics, social media posting, set up AI systems, social media ads, basic automations. So you can, find everything here, walkthrough of CRM, launchpad, dashboard, how everything works. You can find it here. And if you're starting if you're new with BPC system, I recommend go there, or if you need any help, if you're stuck anywhere, first try going to the training videos. And then if you still find issues, just email me on bpcsystem@bookprofitsclub.com. And here you can find about setting how to, set up the AI systems and how to launch the ads on Meta and everything, right? Even there is a guide for setting up the custom domain for email. A lot of you have issues, and you find it really struggling to do that. So there in training videos, you can find everything. And other than that, you can also go to our YouTube channel and find a lot of videos here. There are a lot of trainings. So this is our channel, bookprofitsclub.com. Sorry, youtube.com/bookprofitsclub. And here you can find how to do these things. If we just go into videos, how to add a new domain, how to add a new staff member to your BPC account, how to generate Facebook ads report, how to access media library. So there are a lot of things that you can, find here for help. And next thing is I want to mention if you want any help. So for example, if you want anything done for you, you want any capture page created, website created, or email automations created. If your A2P is not approved, you need help with that or anything, you can um, email me at bpcsystem@bookprofitsclub.com and hire me for those services. Here is the link for that, and you can find that how you can hire me for these services. So for example, if it's like there are 3 tiers for each task. So in silver tier there are these tasks, and it will be $25 each. So for example, A2P setup, basic Zapier integration with your BPC system. So for example, if you're running an event like webinar or anything, and if it's set up on Eventbrite, then you can just hire me for integrating it with BPC system so that anyone who registers on your Eventbrite event, they get added to your email automations on BPC system. And that can be done easily through Zapier. And so this is just an example. And anything like that can happen within Zapier and with Zapier between BPC system and other apps. And then if you want any of these tasks, these are $25. If you want any of these tasks done, these are $50 each. And if any of these tasks, like setting up 3 automated nurture sequences or designing and launching a chatbot workflow or creating a lead generation workflow with triggers and actions, all of these are $75 each. And to purchase, you can enter your information here. And for example, you want a combination of these. So for example, you want A to P approved, so that will be silver tier, so the one silver tier. And then if you want, advanced API automation or setting up appointment reminders, etc. So that's gold tier. So you can just add this one here and, add your payment details and send the payment. And email me the tasks that you want done. So this is how you can hire me. Now let's get back to our today's session. We will be talking about today we will be talking about custom reporting and dashboards. So how to do that? So what happens is that sometimes we create things, we create automations to get leads. We want them to convert to appointments, or we want to convert them to in clients, but we don't know that how are the stats going on with that, how many leads we have generated, and how many have booked the appointment, or how many have they have converted as a customer or anything. So for that, first, obviously your automations and everything needs to be functional. Your pipelines need to be functional. So for example, in opportunities, there is a leads pipeline, that lead tracker, right? So it needs to be functional, and you have to, for example, if you have converted a client, so for example, this was a client who booked an appointment, and now it's a customer, so I have to move it to the customer or one state, so that it knows that, okay, I have this. So the system actually knows, so that it can generate accurate reports for me. So these type of things need to be set up before you go to reporting and dashboards. So if your automations are good, if your pipelines are being tracked properly, then you can create reports that can be sent to you either weekly, daily, or however you want to set it. Right. So for example, we are here in custom reports, and I'm going to create a new report here. Now you can either create a blank report, you can create from a template library, or you can clone an existing report if you have anything. These two features, these are still in progress, and they will be launched very soon, and I will let you know as soon as these are launched. But currently we have an option to, active option to create a blank report, right? So let's do that. Okay, so first things first is the name of the report. So here's the name of the report. So for example, I want to name it as lead report monthly or weeklies, right? So monthly, let's do that. Right, and then here is the date range. So for example, I want this report to be this month. So like every month it will be this month. And then there are some options to for cover page, like this is the cover page, like this is the page list, and then there is another page that is untitled. We haven't started anything here. So this is the cover page that says my report 2025, and then the date is written here, right? So let's save this first so that we can see the correct dates here. Perfect. Okay, so now we can go to our first page here after the cover page. And here we can add widgets for our reporting. So I have clicked on this plus sign button here, add widget element. And then here is a list of things. One is widgets, second is elements, and third is themes, right? So in themes, you can select what colors the graphs should be and everything. So for example, I want it to be green, and then maybe I want to add an image. Sorry. So for example, I want to upload an image. So here I can add an image. right? And then I can add a title. And then save. So here is the image widget that is added here, right? If I click save, it will be added, and then you can also hide title if you want to, or show title as you like it, right? So for example, it can be a screenshot or something that you need to add or anything. Other than that, let's go to widgets. That is the most important thing when creating custom reporting. Okay, so for example, you want to view that how many leads are there who have converted. So you will go to so leads which are in your pipelines, which are in your opportunities, you can find those in the opportunities, right? And then you will go to one opportunities, not the opened one, because the leads that are converted as customers will be the one leads. Like I just moved myself from the appointment scheduling stage to the one stage in the pipeline just a few moments before. So we want to know this. So I clicked on this one opportunities. So I can title it as customers, or I can say new customers, right? And then count, or do I want a count or sum or an average count of opportunities, like how many? This is a number here. We can also do a bar graph, and then so we can do a weekly breakdown and create it on. So how do we want to view these? Created on which date, or we want to see them like in what pipeline they are, or like what are the sources, who are the assignees, like who's the user assigned to that opportunity, or we want to know the status or anything. So let's do created on for now. In advanced settings, so the report date range we have already added here, so it's automatically added. And then no comparison. If you want to compare from previous year or before 6 days, you can do that. And then you can click save and a widget will be added here. I think there are no opportunities currently. That's why it is showing no data found. Let's do this. Let's add some dummy data here so that we can know how it works. We can see how it works. Let me make sure that it's also streaming on YouTube. Okay, yeah, it is. Perfect. Okay, click here to refresh. Oh, logged me out somehow. I'm gonna stop share for a second and logging in. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so I'm going to go into opportunities in my lead tracker. Right, and let's go to lead tracker. And in here, let's add an opportunity. Right. Wait. Right, and then let's do this. Let's type an email. And then let's select the status as 1 and stage as 1 and create. So now we can see, I can just refresh. So let's save it again and see. Okay, yeah. So now the opportunity is updated here, and we can see that in this report that it is showing on August 3 to 9 because we did weekly breakdown. So also this week we got one new customer. Let's do the title again. I think it wasn't saved. Oh, customer. And click save, so new customer. And let's add another one in webinar registration. So for example, let's go to call booking management is for call booking and promotion pipeline. So for example, let's add another one here, right? And then I'm gonna go to book services sold stage, and then status should be 1. And let's create and click save again. Wait. Update. Okay, let's do a refresh of this page. Okay, so I think there is a filter for, okay, one last abandoned. Let's turn these on. And let's close this. So here is test 1 showing up. So if I go here, the count of opportunity is now 2. So we can either show it in a bar graph, we can show it in a line graph, right? Or we can show it in horizontal bar graph like this, or we can do a number also, 2, or we can just do a donut. So 2, 1, and then let's do it by, yeah, I think, yeah, status The group is status. So these are like different things. And we can also do a table. So here you can see in table format, there are like the details, who are the new customers that you got, right? So you can do it this way, or you can just, for example, if you want a table format also and a bar format also. So let's do another one. So let's just click here. So for the same thing, for the new customer, we want that a table is added and also a bar graph is added. So I will just duplicate this. I will click on this and select bar and save. So now you can see there's a table and then there is this bar graph also. Now let's go and see. So for example, now we want the contacts. So for example, we want some people, we want to know who booked appointments, right? So contact count of contacts. So for example, we can say appointment booked, right? And then these are good here. And then we need to go into conditions and add a filter here. So we will filter through tags. So we want to add a condition here if the tag is appointment booked. Here is the tag for booked. Then we want to see how many are created. So we can say till date and save. So one person booked an appointment till date in this account. And it can be obviously the numbers will be according to your account, your marketing efforts and everything. And this is how you can create custom reports inside BPC system. And for example, you want this. So there are other things also, emails, like how many accepted emails, how many delivered emails. So for example, let's say how many delivered emails we want to see. Delivered emails, we want a bar, and then click save. Okay, no data found because the date range, so let's do till date. Why is it doing this? Count of delivered emails, come on. Okay, yeah, here. So now you can see that now I have added a weekly breakdown. Till date, how many emails are delivered from my account? I can see that in this bar chart. I can also do a horizontal bar chart for this. Like this. So it's showing me like the weeks the emails were delivered. So 20 emails, 3 emails, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see this report for the delivered emails. And then let's go back. And so for example, you can also add the payments for your books, like total revenue last month. I'm sure you guys must be selling your books online through BPC system or your other services that you have added inside BPC system. So you can just add total revenue last month and then sum of revenue, and then here you can say till date. Currently, no data will appear here in my report because I haven't connected my payment method. But if you're selling your books and products from BPC system and you create this widget for in this report, you will see data on your account. So you can see the total revenue, and then you can add conversations, like how many total unread messages you have, total unread conversations you have, or you can add how many incoming calls you got in the BPC system, or how many outgoing calls, and what was the duration or average of the calls if you are using BPC system for calling your leads or customers. And then we have funnel views. So for example, we have some funnels created, like funnels means capture pages. And if you want to know, yeah, like how many people visited your capture page, so you can just add total funnel views and count of page views. We can say till date. So there are total 21 capture page views on my in my account. In conditions, you can also you can also just specify for exactly which funnel you want to see these views. So for example, page type is funnel or website, and then visitor scope is all, and we can select which funnel we want to see that. Okay, so for example, we can see for this one, for this specific capture page, I want to see the views. So there are 11 views for this specific page. I just went into conditions and just added an and then added funnel is, and then the funnel name that I want to see the views for, right? So for example, you think that you have added all the widgets you want to see in your report, then you need to click save. Either you can export it as PDF or you can schedule it for yourself. So I just clicked on export. From here, you can also control the page properties, like if you want to show the title here or not, if you want to show the date or not, if you want to show dividers, and if you want to show the cover page or not. So if I just uncheck this, there will be no cover page. Right, so let's click save again, and then click on send or schedule. So schedule frequency, if you want to get daily reports, monthly, quarterly, weekly, annually. So for example, I want monthly report, first day of the month at 10 a.m. Date range should be last 30 days. Comparison date should be previous 30 days. And widget level date settings, use widget level date settings or no. So widget level date settings is that you saw in here, for some widgets, I selected till date, and for some widgets, I selected the month, the current month, right? So what you can do is that you can either, if you just uncheck this and don't select this, it will give you the report for 30 days. And if you check this, it will give you the report according to what dates you have set inside the widgets. So this is important to know that how you can use this. So I don't want the widget level, I want the last 30 days report, right? So I will uncheck this. So from email is my email subject line, we lead report monthly. That will be my title of the report. That will be the subject line. And to whom? To myself. I want to send it to myself. And the message is optional. You can just type in like, here is the monthly lead report for you, and then save and schedule. And now this system will send me this report every month that will show all these details that I have added in this report. Like the new customers I got, by table, like the details of the customer and also like the count of customers here, appointments booked, how many emails are delivered, what's the total revenue last month, how many people viewed my capture page. So this is how you can create custom report, and click back. And this is the monthly report that is scheduled monthly, created at this date, and who created it. So next thing is to click on these three buttons and manage permissions. So if you want that this report to be private, you can keep this on, or if you don't want it to be private, you can turn this off, and your VAs or your team members can also access this report. So you can say agency users, account admin, account users, they should also have the access to this report, and click save. Otherwise, they cannot access. It will, by default, it's a private report. All right. Now let's go to, so any questions up till now regarding reporting? All right, so now let's go to dashboard. And then, so from here, you can, so this is our default dashboard, right? Now you can create a dashboard for the report we just created. So we can click on add dashboard. Create a blank dashboard. Leads dashboard, maybe. And it should not be private, and everyone should have access. Confirm. Now, either we want to add a widget manually, or we can also just use these presets. But for this, we want to add a widget that would be our report that we just did. So in the same way we just created the report, you can just do same things on the dashboard here. So for example, you want to see how many contacts have booked your appointment, an appointment with you. So you can just say for this widget, appointments booked, right? And then count of contact, and then conditions. We need to add a filter with people with tags booked. And we click save. And date range should be till date. Right, so this is the first widget on our dashboard, and then let's go and add another one for new customers. Like we went into opportunities, we did one opportunities and new customers. And we can then click save, or let's just go into advanced settings and do till date in the date range. So 2 new customers, and we can also do this in this way, or in this way, however you like it, or in a donut, right? And then let's add another one. So for example, the same way we want the revenue, total revenue last month, or you can say, yeah, we can say total revenue last month. And let's drag it here and make it a little bigger. Okay, and then let's go back and add the emails one, so accepted or delivered emails till date, right? And then we can just do a line chart for this. And we can do till date for this also. Okay, come on. Yeah. So here is the line chart for the delivered email. So you can add according to your preferences, what matters to you most, like maybe for some of you, the matters most, or the funnel clicks, or the booked appointments. So you can edit these widgets according to your priority. So for example, we are good with this dashboard, and now let's click Save Changes. So now if I have selected, so this is an additional dashboard, right? This is not a default one. So if you want to make this the default dashboard that whenever you sign in, you should see this report whenever you sign into BPC system, then just go here and click on, I just clicked on these three dots, and then I'm gonna click on set as default dashboard. Confirm. So this is now set as my default dashboard. And here you can see leads dashboard is now default. Whenever I will log in to my BPC system and I will go to dashboard, I will see this leads dashboard here, right? So it can help you keep a check on your marketing efforts you are doing with BPC system. It will help you track everything, like where's your revenue going, how many people are visiting your customer, how many people are visiting your capture pages, how many new customers you have got. So everything will be streamlined and will be in front of your eyes. And for example, if you also just want to add a widget for maybe ads. Yeah, I think for the ads one, we already have that in here. You can just switch to the dashboard that was here before. So yeah, you can see your analytics and everything here. And then if you just want to go back to your leads dashboard, you can just click here. So this is how you can do it. Please let me know if you have any questions related to what we just discussed or any other thing related to BPC system. Yes, please go on, Terry.
Have to re-listen to everything to make sure I get it, especially regarding adding the widgets.
Mm-hmm. I think I missed the first part. Can you please repeat?
Wait, I'm using headphones and that never really work. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you.
Can you for That's how I started.
I think I lost you again, Terry. I'm sorry.
Let me take off the headphones. Hold on.
Sure.
Is it better now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Amna, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Amna?
Yeah, we can hear you,
Hello?
Terry. Yeah, we can hear you.